So if you look at the supplies, I'm twice the supply of Tricsky. Oh, Tricsky actually getting a big round of warp-ins here. Does have 2 Colossus again. Probably be smart for me to switch to Colossus at this point, but I don't see any sign of that. Upgrading weapons level 3 finally, but against Tricsky's 3-3, I'm still 3 upgrades behind his armor, so that's costing me quite dearly in some of these battles. You see Tricsky's 3rd getting a little bit low in minerals, 4th quite a few minerals left still. He's probably regretting throwing away so many probes at this point. He can be saturated this base a little bit better. So if we see what Tricsky sees, he still only sees me on 3 bases where I do have 4. He did clear out my 5th and 6th right at the beginning of that huge attack with the Colossus. But I do start a 5th base right now. This is one that's completely mined out, so I'm only mining off 1 base at the moment. Got quite a few idle probes here. Tricsky mining off 2 bases. And my supply has now plummeted, or my minerals have now plummeted from 6,000 to 200, so a little bit better use of minerals there. And on the production tab I do see carriers, so that's an interesting strategy. I haven't seen too many people going for carriers lately, probably because they're so freaking slow to produce, and I'm only producing them off on 1 Stargate, which might not be the best idea. I do see a warp prism going in, which might be useful for a little bit of harassment. We'll see what I do with that guy. Tricsky still only on about, let's see, oh, he has about 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 gates or so, 14 gates, and there's a 15th gate. He only has 6 Colossus and 2 Stalkers. I can't believe that's true. 4 Stalkers, 6 Colossus, and 2 Observers. That's his entire army at this point. Seems like I should be able to crush this pretty easily. 1 carrier. No upgrades on the carrier, so against 5 armor, pretty much this is going to be blowing air on Tricsky's units here. 3 zealots coming in. I don't even know where they came from. Just trying to do a little bit of harassment, and for some reason Tricsky lets them go, so I'm going to kill off a lot of probes here. Tricsky having to move his whole army up, so losing some valuable mining type. 2nd carrier is almost out. Not sure why I'm not producing another mothership here. Would be pretty useful at this point. And here I do move out. I don't have any idea where Tricsky's army is at the moment. I do see this 5th base, and that's exactly what I'm going for here. And here comes 8 Colossus. So pretty much they just one-shot 10 zealots at the same time. 1 carrier, just doing, like I said, blowing air on some of these units because the armor is so high. See, from supply, I'm still well ahead. There's no reason I should be losing this game at all. Get some sentries out, so I'm not sure what the point of that is, because he does have Colossus, he can just crush them. 2 carriers. I don't know if I got the upgrade for the carriers. Oh, I did. But still, no weapons upgrade for those carriers at all. Tricsky at 8 Colossus, not producing any more at the moment. Does have a few more Stalkers, probably to deal with some of those carriers. Here's the 3rd carrier in production, Immortals, and I just produced 17 Zealots. So my Zealot army, again, is very strong, but that's such a bad mistake against so many Colossus. Zealots just melt immediately, especially with 0 armor against 3 damage, which Tricsky has. That's just devastating for Zealots. You see a little bit of Warp Prism harassment here. Tricksy's way out of position. Just targeting down pylons, it looks like, hoping to cripple his economy. He only has one pylon powering about 5 buildings here. That was a good decision making there. But it looks like that's about all the damage I'm going to do these zealots. I guess I dropped off one probe here to try to take this somewhat sneaky expansion. We're bringing in a few more zealots. There's a Colossus out now, so that's going to do huge damage to these zealots. He's sending like a second Colossus. If you look on the units tab, he has 10 Colossus now. So zealots was a bad choice. I'm not sure if that warp prism got away or not. And going for Dark Shrine. I think that's the way I was able to defeat Tricsky last time with this Colossus, was to get out the Dark Shrine, but I don't think that's necessarily a good idea trying that again. Probably Templar Archives would be a better choice, and the fact that I have 5,000 gas. I can just make so many Archons. And my attack here, once I see the Zelnaga Tower, I immediately pull back, because I do see about all his Colossus here. Just trying to do a little bit of harassment, but instead just giving away my position to those Colossus, which might not have been the best choice. Tricsky is caught up back in supply. He's actually ahead in supply now. Taking a 5th, 6th base, I believe. And this actually is a pretty good army. Two immortals only, 3 carriers. But against 10 Colossus, maybe that's just too much to handle. He has a good stalker composition. I think. Oh, he has +3 shields now as well. So he just devastates me, and terrible upgrades here. Only +1 armor, +3 weapons, no plasma shield upgrades. And again, these carriers are 0/0, so probably not the best choice. See Tricsky moving down. He's a max supply, almost max supply. Probably going to take out this base pretty easily. I should be in good position here. I mean, I see it immediately, but for some reason I'm not engaging. Yeah, this Nexus goes down pretty much immediately. I'm not sure if he's going to try to blink up. Yep, tries to blink up into my base. I'm not going to be able to get a very good position on him at all. But here comes the attack. Should try to get these zealots in front. Try to do as much damage to these Colossi as possible. Good blink forward, trying to get those 2 Colossi that are out of position. And he still has 6, 7 more. And pretty much the army gets devastated by 7 Colossus remaining. Again, warp in a huge round of zealots, which is a mistake. Trying to save these carriers because they have only 6 interceptors between them. These zealots just get devastated so quickly. That's probably going to be GG. Carriers go down. You can see the supply of 48 supply now against 139. But Tricsky basically crushed me with Colossus here and upgrades. He destroyed me in upgrades 3-3. And I don't know what else I can do at this point. I mean, he's cut off a lot of my production buildings. There's a huge army of stalkers. My zealots are harassing, but that's not going to do anything. Too bad, it's too late. Some probe not doing anything. Yeah, this is a sad day for Turdy. Pretty much one-shots this Stargate, one-shots Gateway, one-shots my warp-in units, and I blink away like a baby. So just utter destruction. So it's going to be 1-1. Like I said, I won the first game with using Dark Templar. Tricsky crushed me this game with Colossus and upgrades. So we'll go to game 3. And I don't remember what map it's on, but we'll see in a second. Tricsky finding one of my last mining bases. Don't know why I haven't GG'd out. It's a slow death. Painful to watch. Trixie's just taking a breather to laugh. Tries to get everything in position for one-shotting. I have 2 gateways left, it looks like, so that's not going to be too useful. Actually, my Zelt's doing quite a bit of damage still, but all for naught. So let me speed this up because that's silly not to GG. Oh. I guess I said balls. GG finally. So drawn out GG unfortunately, but really good upgrades, really good unit composition for Tricsky. And we'll go to the next game.